Next up, we're going to take a look at the Yeager. It's the Federation Saber-class blind booster from the Collective. And we'll get right in and take a look. There you see our Saber-class. It's a decently maneuverable ship for its size. The 290s are in there. I think we're missing the 190s. Not very many ships get those. There's a 3 come about in there. Pretty standard dial. And there we have our Saber-class. And you can see it's pretty standard dial. No one tight turns, got the 3 come about. A lot of ships use a similar dial now. And there we have our USS Yeager. It's named Unique Federation. 3 attack, 2 agility, 3 hull, 3 shield. Pretty respectable. 2 weapon upgrades, 2 crew upgrades. Kind of typical of a Federation ship for 22 points. We have evasive, target lock, scan, and battle stations. Pretty set Federation package there. And when attacking with your photon torpedoes, you do not need to disable the photon torpedoes. Cool ability, kind of limited to photon torpedoes, but the Federation do have probably the best photon torpedoes in the game. And not having to disable them means you can spend your action to re-get your lock and fire them every turn if you need to. We have our generic Federation Saber-class. You end up losing 1 shield, and you lose 1 crew slot. Kind of disappointing. I would have rather lost the weapon slot, but and 20 points for that. For our captains, we've got Benjamin Maxwell. He's a captain skill of 7, 1 elite talent, and 4 points. And his action or his ability is immediately before you move, you can change your maneuver. If you do so, you discard this card during the end phase. So it basically costs you your captain, but you can change your maneuver. Could be useful in certain situations, certain scenarios. Definitely something like the Tholian web, where running into the web could kill you. A last minute change in maneuver could be nice. We have our generic Federation captain. Our elite talent for this one is Preemptive Strike. This one's kind of neat, 2 points. And as an action, you can discard this card to target a ship at range 2 to 3 in your forward firing arc and roll 3 attack dice. Any hits or crits damages that ship as normal, and they get to roll their defense dice as normal. Basically, it gives you a, at the cost of your action for the turn, a free attack. Has its uses, kind of hit or miss. If you can do something that'll lower their defense value, then use this. That may help you a little bit more. Against targets like the Borg that don't get defense, definitely an interesting option to get that extra attack in there. Definitely has its uses. For our crew upgrades, we have Elizabeth Shelby. She's 2 points. During the modified defense step of the combat phase, you may re-roll one of your blank results. If you're defending against a Borg ship, you can add +1 defense die during your defense roll. And you can re-roll all of your blanks during the modify step. Very nice anti-Borg card. Next we have Reginald Barclay, or Broccoli as people call him. 4 points. As an action, you can disable this card and roll 3 defense dice. For each evasive result, you can repair 1 damage to your hull. If you repair 2 or more damage with this action in a single round, it gives you an auxiliary token. If you repair 3 or damage, you discard this card. Definitely a really nice way to repair. It takes your action for the turn, has the possibility to repair up to 3 hull, which is probably one of the best I've seen so far. And with other things that can prevent you from discarding this card, or ships like the TOS Enterprise that can ignore the auxiliary power tokens, can kind of negate the negative sides of that card. For our weapon upgrade, we have basic photon torpedoes, 4 points. Attack 5, range 2 to 3, requires a target lock. And again, as I said in some of the other videos, either they've gotten lazy or just forgot about the bonus abilities. The photon torpedoes have no special ability on this one. So I don't see a point in taking these over the previous photon torpedoes we had that battle station ability on them. As with the rest of the blind boosters, there's no mission with this one. Do have our 3 shield tokens. We have battle station, scan, and evasive. Have our critical and auxiliary power, 2 disables, target lock TT this time. I absolutely love the Saber-class ship. I wish it had a better paint job, but the model itself isn't bad. Quite a bit of detail in there that you can bring out with your own painting. And it's just a cool looking ship. Here we have our base to the Yeager, front 90-degree arc. Same with our generic. All in all, it's another good expansion for the Federation. None of their expansions have been really bad. Lots of cool abilities in here. Barclay definitely has his uses. Preemptive Strike has its uses. And Shelby has her uses against Borg. So if you're a Federation player, you're going to want to grab one of these. If you face Borg a lot, you're probably going to want to grab one of these. And all in all, it's a pretty good ship. I will see you in the next video.